I'm figuring we check the emergency channel while it's still dark outside real quick. And all of that. Okay, so today we're expecting heavy rain and storm. We already knew that from yesterday's forecast. Oh, it should end in the morning. Excellent. The downside is I actually do want it to rain a decent amount, enough to at least fill up all those pots and pans we put outside. Tropical storm in 4 days. Boo. Don't like. And that's usually inclusive, so it's today and then 3 more days after it. That's fine. Alright, and now that we live here, the procedure we follow every morning is we do a lap around the building, we look for any zombies near our property line, and they go first. And we keep expanding our area of influence. This works out really well that we had just drained all those pots and pans and we're knocked out our water real bad and all that. And then immediately the next day it rains. It's also good that we're going to have a tropical storm for more rain later, so I can sit there and fill up all of our bottles, even the ones we're not going to carry with us, to just have a surplus of water stored. And then, you know, have the pots and pans to go again. This nightstick is well past its due for breaking. The good news, I've got a claw hammer as a backup for a short blunt. Okay. This will be another horde dead here in a minute. Then pretty soon let's check on the water, because we're probably getting to the point where the rain's going to stop. I doubt these are full. Well, I mean, they're close enough to full. I'm going to do it. Because I imagine that's probably it for the rain, or pretty close to it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just tearing up a bunch of clothes so I can put a bunch of fuel in this fire. Get us some thread for tailoring later. Plus, it lets us check the various inventories to see if there's anything worthwhile. Because it's very easy to look over loot in this case. You don't want to sit here and try and loot every single body. Considering the population of this map is going to be somewhere in the area of 900,000 zombies, give or take. We don't want to loot everything. And we'll actually pay less and less attention to zombie bodies as time goes on. Like right now, I'm just kind of going to the areas where you have large numbers of corpses. I'm not going to focus on the individual bodies too much. You only need 320 watches to get to electrical 10? I am actually surprised it's that low. I mean, it's safe to say that's assuming you've read the books and all that kind of stuff, I would assume. Because that's kind of a given with those types of things. That's not what I wanted. Just add a couple things onto the favorites that way. when we're standing on bodies and all that, we can go, oh. Okay, and I think that's it for the bodies I'm going to shred right now. Yep, so shredding all those bodies gave us almost 12 hours worth of fuel. So that'll do really well. And the only reason I'm not fast forwarding is I'm sure there's still zombies in this area. Like, you can see there's one, there's a group up here. So I want to be able to react if I have to. Oh, I do live in the house. This tent and fire pit, I believe, are always at this house. But I do intend to bring in the tent with us for down the road. We may find ourselves in a pinch where we can't get back home, or we need to be in an area that we can't really stay safe. So I'll have it just in case, but no, we're not sleeping in that tent. Or, I mean, we could even take it into a building that normally doesn't have, like, a bed or anything. We can sleep in it as a, something better than sleeping on the ground. But no, just using this for, boiling water to have fresh water on hand. Like, the worst part is I can't turn around to watch for zombies while we're doing this, so I do have to just hug this. Like, when we actually make a base, which our plan is to make it here, on the north end of town. When we do reach that point, I'm going to make it so I can do this where my back will be safe from anything. This is just too slow. I wish this was faster, because it's like, okay, I'm just piling this in here. Like, just let me heap the dirty rags and that onto the pile. It's fine. Because it's not like I have structure and all sorts of stuff to, like, make some, like, very cleverly designed thing to make sure it breathes and all that. Like, we're putting it in a pile. Like, that's what's happening right now. Right, exactly. It's like, I get it. Oh, and where we're getting nauseous, it's just we're around a bunch of bodies. It's fine. Oh, I need a lighter. Oh, I just realized I did not save. I needed kindling. So you can have the dirty one. Now give that a moment to boil. Yeah, I would even be okay if it's like dump, and like instead of getting 5 minutes, you get like 4 minutes or something. I would still be like, yes, dump, please. I'm not that worried about the time. Put out the fire immediately, because fire is death. No, we got to a little ways into the E before that character did end up dying. We got a katana and went on a rampage, and it was glorious and fantastic, and I had a great time, and it also got us killed. But I mean, katana. Oh, you can 100% burn to death in this game. Fire is super scary. Like, you probably noticed the moment I went and start that fire, I backed away immediately. Like, fire is not something to be trifled with. I mean, turn off fire when you burn? Oh no, when you catch fire in this game, like, you yourself are on fire. It's no longer what sets you on fire. Like, that's the danger, is fire is very sticky. I actually don't know the fastest way to put out the fire because I just stay away from fire. Alright, got zombies in the front yard. And apparently in the backyard, too. I'm right here, lady. Lady, don't be rude. If you're going to trespass, at least show your face. Oh, I probably should rip that. Oh, I don't have scissors on me. That's fine. It can stay there. There will be many, 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 many more zombies to get clothing from. Where are you all going? You have yourself a good lurk, Toothless. And thank you for the lurk. Yeah, the other thing that's so dangerous about fire is, okay, so you're messing around with fire, you catch fire, or a zombie catches fire, and now you spread the fire. Fire in this game has a habit of just taking off and getting out of control. So you do a fire and you're kind of on the edge of town, and then you come back later on another part of your save file, and you just find half the town burning down. It's just like, well, moving on, there's nothing left of this town. And I know there's people who absolutely love to play with fire, and that's fine. That's the beauty of the game. You can play the game however you have fun. If you're having fun playing the game, congratulations, you're playing the game correctly. But for me, I find fire to be entirely too destructive for my own taste. Because all the loot. You destroy all the loot. Every body you destroyed, like 100% of them with fire, katana. They all have it. Every single one of them. Like, it doesn't render it on the model, but the moment they catch fire and they burn away, katana, gone. It's like Path of Exile. Every body, or every time you don't loot the ground and everything, you're just missing a chest with mirrors and exalted orbs. think that's short blunt 5. We'll check in a moment. It's either 4 or 5. Actually, no, it's probably 4. I think short blade was the one that we were right about to hit a 5 with. Short blunt 4. Actually, let's see how the skills are coming along. Oh, there's nowhere I can put that. That's good now. Yeah, so we're about a little over halfway on our fitness to next level, about a third of the way on our strength. Nimble is real close to getting to level 3. Long blunt is about to level. Long blade's getting pretty close to leveling. Maintenance is doing pretty well. Cool. In our 3,573 zombie kills, ooh, Survivor House. Okay. I'm going to wait to go in there until we clear the zombies in the area, but that means weapons. And I am in the market for weapons, if you zombies do not mind. We just 2-tapped that zombie. Hey, Silver Tiger Eyes, thank you for the raid. Give me one moment and I will get you a shout out. Silver Tiger Eyes playing Grand Theft Auto 5. I assume RP on the TSRP server, if I am not mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not mixing up the screen name. This would be Brook Fair on the TSRP server. I'm sorry, Dr. Brook Fair on the TSRP server. So how was your stream? Hey, Sai, how's it going? Sai, who plays a variety of games, but also on the TSRP server, plays as Stu. I mean, TSRP is always interesting. Dr. McCann hosts this book fair. Okay, so apparently she has taken the role that half of the people on the server take, which is to take all of the jobs. I mean, do all the jobs, not take the jobs. That's not the way I meant that. Cool, cool. But yeah, for those who are not aware, this channel actually started because I was playing GTRP on the TSRP server, and these are some of the people I played with, that they were all members of the company The Scene. Silver actually played as my character Marcus's, one of his closest friends. You had a run-in with an exploding gas station pump? Okay. Kinda glad Marcus wasn't around for that. That would ruin his day. But yeah, it was good times. But yeah, so I actually started this channel not with any intent of, like, streaming to any significant... Like, I was going to be surprised if I broke 10 viewers when I first started. Like, I didn't see a reason for it. I was just doing it because there was a couple people I RP'd with weren't going to be quote-unquote in town, which is RP lingo for online. They were feeling left out kind of thing just because of it. So I was like, yeah, I can stream it so you can, you know, enjoy the game from where you can watch it. And then I just kept streaming. And now I don't really RP hardly, but I do stream. But yeah, it's good to see you all. And thank you again so much for the raid. But yeah, so Silver is super chill. And I know how all of you enjoy your chill vibes. We're not... Alright, that scared the crap out of me. So, maybe check that out if GTRP is your thing. So what I thought was going on in there, and the reason why that surprised me, is you can hear the one zombie right now is just beating the crap out of the door. I was under the impression that was the only zombie in there doing anything, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to clear the glass, but I'm not going to go through the window. And the reason I'm not going to go through the window is if I jump here, that zombie's there. I may not have a chance to react before the zombie's able to get a hit on me. But I wanted to clear that window so when I go in, I have an exit. And that's kind of one of the rules of survival, is always have a way out. So if I go in this door and a big horde comes in here, I can try and jump through that window and run out. It's not a great exit because it's right next to the door, but you get the idea. Have more than one way in and out of a place. That way, if the way you were going to get out, you know, give you a chance. Rojo got you 7 days to die, and I've gotten jump scared so often. Excellent. Good game. Another thing we can do to help us survive. We've cleared outside, and I'm going to go up to this door. I'm just going to bang on the door a couple of times. And I'm going to give it a second and see if any zombies come out. And we're going to enjoy ourselves a little bit more dog food, which is going to make us even more depressed. So yeah, we are now full-on depressed. We are now ravaged with mourning and depression. Excellent. Luckily, unlike the real world, I can just eat a single antidepressant. And after a little bit, it'll be like nothing happened. Yep, and that's why we banged on the door. We wanted the zombies to come out to us, because going into the bathrooms and that can be extremely dangerous. So, best make them fight on our terms versus us fighting on their terms. That said, I trust nothing. Okay, this is all clear on this side. Very first thing, deal with the door. I'm not going to go into each individual room yet. I'm just trying to isolate us down to one direction the zombies can come from. Okay, so we only have to deal with this main area. Master tailoring, sure, I'll take that. And we're not going to loot first. We're going to secure the area first. Wait, there's no room there. I almost... No, there isn't. Okay. Yep. And the zombies love to jump scare in this game. Like, you actually... Normally, I'm surprised when they do that kind of thing to you. They do a violin screech. And it makes you jump, like, every time. So the good news is we managed to get this place without damaging any of the windows, I think. So this gives us 2 or 3 rooms we can sleep in if our current place we're staying becomes no longer safe. So that's all good news. I checked that room? Yeah, it's the bathroom. Cool. So now it's greedily scoop up the things recklessly. I do not want your rotten rice, so let's pour that on the ground. Oh yeah, the multiplayer I found it much better, because it was like, before that, it would do it all the time. Like, all the time you'd get the jump scare sound. And now it seems to have, like, kind of an internal cooldown or something, where it has some delay between how often it can happen. I don't know exactly how the mechanic works there, but it's so much better now. And I think it's actually better from also the standpoint of actually scaring you. Because it doesn't happen all the time now. So you go long, like, time frames between jump scares. So when you do hit the jump scare, it actually is like, oh crap. You know, like, could you actually get through that door already? You're going through the door, right? Here, I will help you. Yeah, drop the plank on the ground, because planks are heavy. Oh, you're not even going out the exit. Alright. Well, first of all... There you go. That's the jump scare sound we know. Now, since it's a survivor house, there's a good chance one of these cabinets will have a whole bunch of weapons in it. So we want that. This actually may be where we sleep because it's also a survivor house. It means these windows are all boarded up. That affords us some defense. And apparently this isn't going to be one of those houses. Right, so all the food is rotten because everything's been off a while. Trapping for beginners, I actually should read. Well, that's interesting. So someone had said that the blue dot means... Oh, you know what? I bet you that blue dot is a book we can read. That might be explaining what that is. So do we stay in this house now? I feel like we do. No, we can sleep in here, but I'm being indecisive. Don't mind me. I don't think we stay in this house. Like, this is a good house to retreat to. And the reason I'm saying that is because... Sorry, inventory managing. Like, this is a very secure property. It's much safer than the place I'm staying. But it doesn't have a fire I can, boil water in. And then it's farther away from moving into the town farther, which is ultimately our objective. Versus we're staying in this house, which is super not safe right now because it's missing a door. A bunch of its windows are busted in. But the bedrooms are secure for the moment, so that's fine. So it looks like we do have a book and a magazine we can read. That's good. We got our saucepan that I can use to collect rain. But yeah, so this room, I can never trust this room being safe because everything is busted out in it. So we just do our look around. Okay, no one's here. And we're going to keep eating the food that makes us sad. Get that out of the way since we have a bunch of antidepressants. Yeah, and as you can see, my unhappiness is just melting away right now. I wish so much antidepressants even worked half as good as they do in this game. Because no one in the world would be depressed. If you could literally just pop a pill and then like an hour or two later, you're just the happiest person in the world. We can only wish. And for the record, the rolling pin is an absolutely terrible weapon, but I'm using it because in these runs with 16x pop, I'm going to use every weapon I find because I'm going to break every weapon I find, so keep on using them. I mean, eventually we'll start getting picky about it as our maintenance gets high enough that we don't need to grab every weapon, but we're not there yet. Alright. Thank you again for the raid. You have yourself a great dinner, and you have yourself a blast with D&D. And thank you again. I do really appreciate it. Yep, and as one last plug, Silver Tiger Eyes plays... I think she plays a couple different games, but GTRP is one of the ones that she plays a decent amount. She started streaming more. Check her out if that's your thing. She plays a pretty chill character. Hello, sneaky zombie. I really don't mind you all taking turns. It makes this very easy for me when I kill one of you at a time. It's much worse when you guys come as, like, groups of 8 or 9 and they have to juggle that whole nonsense. So, important note to add to the map. I don't have a pen on me, so I will not be adding it to the map. There is a flamingo in this yard. We must return for the flamingo when it's time to build our base. Are you missing a door? You are missing a door. Lovely. Thank you. Now I can mark my map. It's important notes, don't mind me. Alright, so I'm going to fight that group, but I'm not going to fight that group from this side. We're going to go around. But, the downside when the door's missing is I can't really knock on the door to get their attention if the door isn't there. That said, the house is looking pretty empty. So we just got to be really careful. And it is a shame that the next house up the street has burned down. So again, leave only one place they can go through at a time. So this gives another room we can sleep in. Oh, we found adult magazines. Excellent. Bourbon, some tissues, and some normal magazines. Okay. No judgment. Alright, got some canned goods out of it. And I've had this very specific house, a zombie right there. It didn't kill us, but that was the jump scare that scared me probably the most of a jump scare, because we had gone in, everything was fine, turned around to go out, and a zombie was just sitting right there and just scared the crap out of me. It's just the way zombies be. So we're going to have ourselves a little more dog food. Dog food makes you extremely sad. Like, you only had a fourth of a can, and we're already, like, 2/3 the way to the tick of being a wee bit weepy, or whatever the first tick is. Alright, that's the last one of this horde over here. Oh, two. There's one sitting down, or no, standing behind the fence, didn't see them. Like I said, every day we do the lap. But as you notice, we got the 3 houses on this road we've now looted. And now we start working our way up the road. We've already looted 1 house up the road. So we're going to keep repeating that, wiping out the zombies, and moving ourselves across town. The next house I'm going to hit is not actually the house, but the businesses across the road. There's a laundromat and another business. So I want to hit those fairly early to... because I want to say the one is like a bar, and we can actually find a decent amount of like junk food there. Plus a whole lot of beer for when we need to sleep. Actually, keep the vitamins on us. Yeah, so you have carpentry, fishing, and trapping are the only books that I still need to read, the beginner ones, and I have trapping here. Not gonna have our character read through it tonight. Well, actually, we'll start it till we're at least tired, because I want to make sure we do sleep till at least 5 a.m. in game. There, that gives us a book we can fall back on. Oh, this is gonna sound stupid. I ate too much dog food there, but that's fine. It's okay. Oh no, actually, you didn't. We're fine.